Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to try to make it the best I can to break down what's about to happen next week, which is the Halfway to Black Friday Vinegar Syndrome sale. I did notice a few things on the rules and regulations of the sale for the site. I don't know, maybe I just didn't pay attention to the details of this before, but there is one thing that's definitely different in that I'm not really used to. Maybe it's been in there before, so guys, bear with me for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that might be new to it because it would have just seemed like I would have noticed that before. I've done the Halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale now for I think it was 2017 was my first one. That was the Halfway to Black Friday sale, something like that. I think or it might have been the Black Friday sale 2017. Anyway, guys, I'll go over it right quick because I did save it on my phone right quick. Got a stack of stuff to show as well. That's all Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So, guys, I won't blur the lines with this video. I'll just keep it all Vinegar Syndrome. We are going to be here for a while to get through that stack and kind of break down the rules of this sale. Not to mention, I'm going to try to give you guys, I wouldn't call them like tricks or anything like that because there's just really none. I've even seen in the Vinegar Syndrome fan Facebook group that people get in there and they write some of the most stupidest shit in there and they're pretty quick too. A lot of devoted Vinegar Syndrome fans will call them out on that shit too, and they're just like, "Well, I'll just add a bunch of shit to my cart, and then when the sale clicks on, when it goes live, I'll just get in there and I'll be one of the first person that gets to purchase all the limited shit." And it's like that it doesn't work like that. Like they literally, I've done this multiple times now. Before they take the website down, I'll go in there and add the shit that I want, and even stuff that's got limited quantities on it, like just only has a few hundred copies left. I would get in there and add that shit to my cart just so I could get one, so I can, as soon as the site went live on that sale that night, I could get on there and just hit purchase. Nope, Vinegar Syndrome wipes out your whole fucking cart. So guys, I will try to give you like a little bit of heads up on shit like that because I know everybody's got that idea, and there's no shame in it. You just try to get in there and get your shit, not spend 20-30 minutes trying to look through so many different titles and shit, trying to add them to your cart and then check out before something sells out on you. So there's no hate in that or anything. It's just, I just see people on Facebook make comments like that, like they've done that before, and I'm just like, wait a minute, like that's never been like that before. Not, not since I've been ordering from them anyway during these sales. But anyway, guys, we'll get into this and everything. I'm gonna try not to be too distracted. I will tell you guys that I figured I'd come back here today and have a few drinks and watch some Dolomite. So I'll hit play again on Dolomite. I just got done watching it again, probably for the umpteenth time. I love the hell out of this movie, guys. If you love blaxploitation films and you've never seen this movie, there's something wrong with you. Nah. Anyway, definitely check out Dolomite. I do have a DVD copy of The Human Tornado and P.D. Wheatstraw. I believe it was a triple feature. I got it from, at all places, I got it from Walmart like a few years ago. So I've used that for a long time. And then I actually found out that Tubi was showing them for free, which I'm not even sure if Tubi even used the Vinegar Syndrome scans for Human Tornado and P.D. Wheatstraw. But guys, if you like Dolomite, oh my god, this is a fucking incredible release from Vinegar Syndrome. I will hold that up, guys, so you can kind of see the special features on the back, which is worth the purchase alone. This is a great film. It's a must see. Shit, when it comes to this right here, like I would say this goes right there with Foxy Brown, Coffee, Black Mama, White Mama, Sheba Baby. I'm just all the fucking great, Shaft, you name it. But yeah, guys, so Vinegar Syndrome does have that one. Before I get off topic here, there's also The Human Tornado, which was the film Rudy Ray Moore did after the Dolomite film. Then the third one, of course, which is P.D. Wheatstraw, which, if I had to take my pick, I do like P.D. Wheatstraw a lot. It's kind of like Dolomite making a deal with the devil kind of shit. And it's almost to the point where it's obnoxious, where it's just fucking great. So guys, they do have that. They do have some other blaxploitation films. You got what is that? Disco Godfather, which I'm looking into getting at on this sale. And they have Penitentiary 1 and Penitentiary 2 as individual releases. When they released those, they did come out with slipcovers when they first put them out, and those are long gone. The slipcovers are gone, but the movies are still available, if memory serves me correctly, because I was literally just looking at that the other day. But For some reason, I've never got around to watching Penitentiary, which is a shame because I've had this one right here on my shelf now for. It's been a little bit, that's for sure. This is the release from this was Aerodrome. I believe this was like either this was what Arrow Video was doing before they came up with Arrow Video, or this just might be a just like a segue, kind of like a just another line that they were doing like for like budget purposes, basically. So definitely, I'm gonna look into watching this one this week, so that way I can kind of get a feel for it, and if I do dig it, which I'm pretty sure I will, but I'll probably definitely try to grab a Penitentiary and Penitentiary 2 from Vinegar Syndrome, because I don't own a copy of Penitentiary 2, so that's gonna be I just have to be a surprise. But yeah, guys, that's Dolomite right there. This is an older release of that, so of course you had the Blu-ray and the DVD. I have the Blu-ray in there right now. That's the artwork that's probably going to be on the front of it when you first get the film, if I'm not mistaken. But don't get me wrong, I do like that artwork. But man, that shit right there is like tattoo worthy right there. Forgive my humor, but I am a person who fucking loves films like this. I could watch these things all day long. Just a little side note, I'm a huge ICP fan, Insane Clown Posse, and they did a movie back in like 99, 2000, something like that, and the movie was called, I'm looking at it right there, it's just in a stack, I even got my old VHS right there. Fuck, I do have it on DVD somewhere, but the movie was called Big Money Hustlers, and it's a fucking great movie. Me and my friends have quoted the one-liners in that movie ever since we got it, just years and years, decades now. But they did pay Rudy Ray Moore to reprise his role as Dolomite in Big Money Hustlers, and let me tell you, that fucking shit is great. You know what, I'm looking at it right here. I might as well hold that up even. You know, it's not Vinegar Syndrome related, so I'm not going to do it, so fuck it. But yeah, guys, that's Dolomite right there. That's I would say definitely, if you've never seen this and you're kind of intrigued by it from what I said, or maybe heard other people talk about it as well, get on Tubi and watch that. You have no excuse. It was free on there the last time I checked. So if it's still on there, do yourself a favor, watch that. When the sale clicks on, this will be one that's going to be $15 in the sale. Yeah, these are usually the older releases from Vinegar Syndrome, which this says VS 113 on it. So this is a lot older, but I have noticed in the past couple of sales before, these right here, the earlier ones, are about $15. So that's a fucking steal for that. Even if that movie was $17.50 in the sale, which is usually the price of the individual releases during the 50% off Black Friday sale, halfway to Black Friday sale, it's fucking totally worth it. Like, check that out. I could spend the next 2 hours telling everybody about this fucking movie, and I'd just be putting everybody to sleep. That is Dolomite, though. And like I said, Human Tornado is the second film that he made after that, and of course the third film, Petey Wheatstraw. I don't know jack shit about Disco Godfather, which is a shame. I believe somebody just messaged me not too long ago and said, hey, like, you should check that out. I think it's on Tubi for free. So I will have to keep that in mind and get on there and take a peep at that before I buy it. I do try to check out trailers, and I do watch I try to watch some of the free streaming shit if I can before I buy some of this stuff, but most of the time it's blind buy shit. I am one of those people, I will tell you right off the bat, not all of Vinegar Syndrome stuff intrigues me. I don't have every release of, not even close. I probably don't even have like a quarter of what they've probably put out on their label. I know there's a lot of completists out there. Kudos to you guys for having the funds to do that with. But I do got a good bit of shit of them though, and I picked up stuff here and there, like, eBay, and then getting on their site and order, one or two titles here and there. But most of my Vinegar Syndrome collection does come from the halfway to Black Friday sale and the Black Friday sale. So to me right there, it's just knowing that I grabbed most of my stuff of my Vinegar Syndrome collection for a decent price. And, $15, $17, $50, whatever, that's nothing for these releases. Some of these releases have a fucking list of special features on it. Guys, let's get into the what they released with their rules about the sale coming up. This was a little bit unfortunate right here because the way Vinegar Syndrome usually does it with their sales, their halfway to Black Friday sale or their Black Friday sale, is that you can't. Anyway, you can buy anything you want, but some of the stuff is not going to be discounted for the sale. So the way they're doing it this year, which is kind of unfortunate because I know a lot of people were holding off for a lot of the February titles, which included like the Forgotten Giallo Volume 3 box set and a couple of other ones there for February that everybody was kind of just waiting out and holding out on. It turns out that Vinegar Syndrome is not going to do, they're not going to include the February titles. So that's a little unfortunate. Guys, I'm jumping so far ahead here. I will tell you, let's see, the beginning of the sale, the sale will begin at exactly 12:01 a.m. on Friday, May 28th, and will end on Monday, the 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. For those times, if you're on a different time zone, different time zone, considered, there's going to be a difference there. Nearly everything in our extensive home video catalog will be 50% off SRP price. So, guys, don't look at their site and be like, well, right now they sell it for $27.99, so that means it's going to be 50% off. That's not the SRP price. The SRP price is usually the price that they have on the left hand side of that sale price that's slashed out. It's going to be 50% off that price. That's just Screen Factory's done it that way too for so many years, and I couldn't really elaborate whether Vinegar Syndrome does it that way or not. But anyway, they will unveil 2 secret Vinegar Syndrome releases, 2 brand new Vinegar Syndrome archive releases, and I think they have probably about 13 of those by now. 4 limited edition catalog slipcovers. So, guys, I will go over that right quick because I have got some messages and stuff from you guys just kind of being confused about that. And whenever they first started doing it, kind of confused me a little bit too. But I can tell you this. So basically, like, all right, so like Malibu High and Witch Trap right here, for example, they released the movies whenever these first came out through Vinegar Syndrome, which was way early on. These movies didn't come with a slipcover. Basically, when you bought it, you'd get just the movie itself right here. I don't know why that's like that. Anyway, you just get this right here. There was no slipcover with it. But as time went on, they got this new technique where they would actually print up slipcovers for prior releases, such as Malibu High, Witch Trap, so on. I got a stack of them right there. I'll show you. But they'd make the slipcover later on. So, and the way they did it was fucking brilliant. If you already owned the movie and you wanted the slipcover, you didn't have to buy the movie with the slipcover or buy the whole fucking movie over again. What you would do is you'd get on their website, and this is only during the sale, by the way, guys. I should elaborate on that because that is a little bit confusing. You can get on the website during the sale. You can buy the slipcover by itself for like $7-8. Or if you didn't have the movie and you was interested in the movie with the slip, then you could buy the movie with the new slipcover with it for usually it's like $20 during the sale. So not bad at all, because the slip's going to cost you $8 by itself, and let's face it, a lot of fucking collectors drool over slipcovers, and I will tell you that some of these do go faster than others, so do keep that in mind. But guys, after the sale goes off, the only way you'll be able to get the slipcover is if you buy the movie with the slipcover. So whenever you go to look at it, you go to click on that icon for that movie. You'll see a little scroll wheel at the bottom. Either you can select just the limited edition slipcover by itself, you could get just the regular release of the movie by itself without the slipcover, or you could combine them together. There's an option for movie with the new slip, and that's usually $20. Slipcover by itself is $8. Sorry guys, that Jägermeister is ugh. Anyway, so guys, do keep that in mind. I will show you the stack that I do have. I believe I do have, ever since they started doing pressing new slipcovers for prior releases that didn't have slipcovers, I believe I'm pretty much all up to date on those. I should probably start by the, forgive me guys, I'm just a little disorganized. I should have set these up accordingly, but bear with me one second. We'll go right through this. Alright, so here's one that, for all I'm going to show you right now is just movies that were released and then later on they got a slipcover with them. Guys, here's one right here that is the telephone book. Guys, I'm pretty sure this movie has fans. This is a really early on release too by Vinegar Syndrome. This is VS-007. So I do have the first ever Blu-ray that Vinegar Syndrome put. Don't get off topic. I'll show that later. But yeah, guys, so this got a slipcover later on. I was fortunate enough because I didn't even really want this slipcover. I didn't want the movie. I didn't want anything about it. And it got recommended to me by somebody, and I was like, you know what? Like, it's the last one I need to have all the upgraded, like, the newly pressed slipcovers with the old releases. So I'll get it during a sale, and I did. I did just that. I think I got it for like $15. Maybe it was $17.50. I just can't remember. But yeah, so I went ahead and got it, and guys, I did. I was, from what I was told, I was very intrigued by this movie. It definitely deserves a second watch. So, guys, if you are a fan of this movie, please forgive me. If you don't know anything about this movie and you are kind of intrigued by it, definitely give it a shot. Try to watch it free first if you can somewhere. I would say that. But yeah, I watched this with the wife. Now, I do like bizarre movies and some really like gritty and nasty kind of movies, and this shit is. I mean, this whole movie is basically just this chick who lives in an apartment, and all of a sudden one day she just receives phone calls from this guy who's just saying the most nasty shit you could think of to a girl, just being a random caller, talking shit, and she ends up falling in love with this guy, trying to track him down, and on her adventure to find him, she's taking some dark turns into some weird places. Like, she walks into this fucking warehouse kind of thing, I guess to go, because I'm assuming he had gave her an address or a time and a location to meet him, and she walks in this warehouse, and this dude's like just having a orgy with like 8 or 9 girls, and the way that they're getting it on was enough to laugh. That scene alone was worth like the purchase for me, but a lot of other people would be like, I can't believe I fucking just spent that much money to watch this retarded shit. So I don't want to be like, hey, this is for everybody. Definitely pick this up. It's the shit. For me, it was like fucking bizarre and everything. There's a couple scenes that I like. It definitely deserves another watch, though. I could go on and on about that, but for me, this is definitely not like a film like I would put up there like in a holy grail kind of thing, by no means. But it's definitely one that you could probably have your friends over though, and you could have a few. I wouldn't say a few, maybe a lot to drink and enjoy that right there, because it's definitely got some. The shit's just bad. But anyway, I'll go on with it, guys. Here's another one. I recently just, the way I did this too was fucked up. I told this story in my other video. So when Vinegar Syndrome first announced the slipcover, I did not have the movie, which had already been on Vinegar Syndrome's site for years. Damn, Dolomite's about to lay some pipe. So I went to go hop on the Vinegar Syndrome site. It was, the sale went live, of course, at like midnight that Thursday night, which was technically Friday. And, for some reason, I just kind of slipped my mind, and when I went to go get the movie with the slipcover, the fucking movie was sold out, but they still had the slipcover, which I was like, damn, seems like they would have printed enough movies to go with those newly pressed slipcovers so they could have potential to make a little bit more revenue. So what I did was I just bought the slipcover by itself for $8, and I waited till the next sale to get the movie just so I could save some money. So I literally had this slipcover just sitting on my shelf in here for like 6 months before I ever even bought the fucking movie. But it's just how it worked. But I finally did get them both though. Guys, I'm not sure. I will tell you, I'm not sure if a lot of these still have the limited edition slipcovers anymore. But the movies are totally available. Don't let these slipcovers deter you away from wanting to purchase something. I know everybody loves the Vinegar Syndrome slipcovers. I love them. They're very unique. They're some of the best slipcovers in the market, if you ask me, just due to their thickness, their quality. Some of the artwork can be amazing. They do. They pay a lot of attention to this shit. But yeah, I'm getting to the point now. Personally, myself, I'm not gonna let the fact of a piece of cardboard be the determining factor of whether I want to purchase a movie or not, and deprive myself of something great just because of a piece of cardboard. I will admit I have I went down that road so many times before in the past. With these boutique labels, or I'm just not going to do it anymore. I got it, man. Like everybody, collectors. I'm a collector myself. I do want them. They look great on the shelf. It's a great keepsake. It's a piece of art. It goes with it. That's great. But if it's not available, and I'm telling you, I'm not one of these people. Like if I had this movie and I wanted the slipcover with it just so it would look uniform on the shelf, or I really love the slipcover and just had to have it, I'm not one of those that's going to pay fucking $50 for a slipcover. Just not going to do it. Anyway, guys, that was Punk Vacation. I'll keep going. Here we go. This got released not too long ago. Actually, I think this was the Black Friday, one of the Black Friday slipcovers, I think. I could be wrong, guys. I've bought so many of these. That is Night Train to Terror. So that is one that they, of course, just like those other two I showed you, They already had the release already out through Vinegar Syndrome. Slipcover came later. Another thing. Same as always, you can get the slipcover by itself for $7 or $8, or you could, if you didn't have the movie, no problem. You get the movie with the slipcover for $20. Here's one now that's long gone, and this slipcover is pretty highly sought after. I was just lucky enough. I didn't miss out on this slipcover. Had the release on the shelf, and I had to go through eBay to get this fucking slipcover. And thankfully, the guy who sold it to me was willing to deal with me. But that is Raw Force. And while I'm thinking about it, shout out to Anthony Ball, too, releasing part 6 of his 101 Films video today. I know he just picked this up from 101 Films. So, guys, if you're not really interested in the Vinegar Syndrome release, or you're over there in the UK and you're just like, hey, I'd rather just save a little bit of money instead of importing, 101 Films did just put that out. And I think that's under their red label, if I'm not mistaken. Anthony sent me pictures of it today and everything. So, shout out to him for being punctual about his videos and everything. I learned a lot about 101 Films that I had no fucking clue about. So, Anthony, if you're watching this, man, kudos to you, mate. And you know I love you. But, guys, that is Raw Force right there. Here's one of my favorites right here. When they announced this slipcover, I was over the moon. And not to mention, I'd already had in mind to buy so much other shit. I didn't have to worry about buying the movie with it. So, it was just $8 for the slipcover. So, that is Christmas Evil. Love the hell out of that film, and I love that slipcover. There has been a good bit of people who bitched about this artwork before, not really digging it, but I can tell you right now, I love that slipcover. If you really want to see some pretty bad artwork, bear with me just for a minute. This artwork I really don't care for. It kind of makes me almost think this movie's going to be like an animated kind of movie. But yeah, guys, this was the release that Vinegar Syndrome had by itself before they made the slipcover. And I will tell you, just so nobody else is confused, that just because they print a new slipcover for these releases doesn't mean anything's different on the releases. I'm saying it's the exact same thing. They're just putting a slipcover. They're giving you the option for a slipcover. And, of course, Vinegar Syndrome no longer does their blue cases like that blue one I just showed you right there. I need to get some clear cases to swap those over. But I'm just one of those people, I'm like, it's in a case. I'm all right. I ain't got to be that fucking uniform. But, but yeah, typically you're going to get the, from now on, you're going to get the clear. If you order from Vinegar Syndrome, you're going to get the clear cases with your Blu-rays, not those shitty blue ones, which I've come to kind of hate. Guys, here's another one right here. So, Don't Go in the Woods. This literally just got done. That was for the Black Friday sale. So I did have this release sitting on the shelf. So this was another one I just paid $8 just to get the slipcover for. But, I'll show that back. I don't know if that's going to pop up really good. There you go, though. You can kind of see it. Do like the artwork, though. Love the artwork for the front. That looks great. Don't Go in the Woods. I think that's also, 88 Films put that out. So if you guys over in the UK are interested in that one. Here's another one right here. This is Demonoid, which I have not watched this movie yet for some odd reason. I've got so many people who tells me this movie is just straight up garbage, and then other people says it's so bad it's good. But guys, that is Demonoid right there. One of my favorite releases, and guys, I do have a video that I just did a couple days ago. It's my top 15 favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases. Just trying to give you guys a little bit of insight on the shit that I really love, and maybe you should check out if you have the same acquired taste, or relatively somewhere along the line same taste. But this one right here is just one I've talked a few people into buying. I bought Cody a copy. I know Donato got himself one. I think Alan picked this up as well. Yeah, I love the hell out of this one right here. This is Luther the Geek. Guys, believe it or not, when I was looking at the site, I believe this is one of the ones that actually still has a slipcover available, which this slipcover's been out for a while. So, I guess Luther the Geek wasn't a really big seller for him. But, yeah, guys, that is a great flick, though. I couldn't definitely get on Tubi and watch that. If it's still on there for free, watch it. It's a great one. Guys, here's one right here. I did watch this and not really too big of a fan of this one right here. It deserves a second watch, though, and that is Pigs. I do like the slipcover. Nice detail. So, but yeah, guys, I'm not sure if that slipcover is still available, which I highly doubt it, because a lot of these newly pressed slipcovers won't be available because collectors go fucking crazy for these. That is Psychic Killer right there. Another one, guys. I just got this one not too long ago. I still haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it was just one that I didn't have the movie, so I had to get the movie with the slipcover for like $20, and it's Vinegar Syndrome. It's not a bad price at all. This one right here is one of my favorites right here. This movie is fucking bonkers, but I love everything about it, and that is Evils of the Night. This release had been out a while through Vinegar Syndrome, then they put out the slipcover. Guys, you have to get on the site if you're interested in that slipcover, see if it's still available. The next one up right here, guys, is Nightmare Sisters. This is one of my favorite slipcovers, if not my favorite slipcover, for the newly pressed slipcovers for prior releases. I've showed this one in my other video as well. Guys, I love the hell out of that movie. Linnea Quigley, David Dakota directed that film. Great flick. Here we go, Kevin Tenney film right here, which is Witch Trap. I also showed this one in my top 15 favorite releases. Hope that popped up there for you. I don't think that slipcover. You just have to look, guys, for sure. But don't let those slips deter you from not wanting to pick up something. And of course, I showed this to you a while ago, guys. That is Malibu High. All right, guys, I have to take a break just for a minute. So this is going to be part 1 of this video. I will do part 2 as soon as I return. Thanks for checking out the video. Please go over to part 2.